Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be looking at how to do the pattern programming for this pattern. Pattern programming is a very commonly asked question in interviews for software developers, and it's also very useful for students who are appearing for board exams. So let's start. The syntax that I'm using here is Java, but you can apply the same logic to any other programming language. And if you need any help with it also, please feel free to reach out to us. So let's start. Before we start with the pattern programming for this specific pattern, I'll just give you some useful tips and tricks. So be it any pattern, for us to understand how the logic would be written, it's very important for us to divide the diagram into rows and columns. So considering these horizontal ones to be rows, let's label them. So this is a 0, or you can either start from 0 or from 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is 0, 1, 2 and 3. So if we see, we are having stars in each row, but the number of stars is actually depending on the column number. Okay, so on the 0th row, we have 0 you can start from 1 also. So on the 0 row, you have 0 plus 1 stars. On the first row, you have 1 plus 1 star. On the second row, we have 2 plus 1 stars. On the third row, we have 3 plus 1 stars. So this is the primary logic that we have to write in the form of code. So if you see the for loop, usually in most cases, the outer for loop is the for loop for the rows. And here we can see that we have 4 rows. So the loop is iterating from 1 to 4. So either you start from 1 to 4 or also you can start from 0 to 3. It depends on how we write the logic. So in this case, I've started from row 1 to row 4. And in the inner for loop, if we see, we can see in the first row, there's 1 star. So we'll always start with 1. But the number of stars that we have to print depends on the row number. So instead of 0, let me name it as 1 for better understanding. Okay, so this would be 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so on the first row, we have to print just 1 star. On the second row, 2 stars. So the number of stars that we are printing goes up to the row number. Okay, so here we see the inner for loop. We start from 1. And the number of stars that we have to print, it goes up to the row number. And we are just printing this asterisk plus, and we can either leave a space, or here I'm printing a tab. And once we print all the stars required for that specific row, we have to print a new line because the control must move to the new line. And that's the reason we have printed a new line here. Hope you understood how to solve this. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. And if you need help with any computer science or electronics and telecommunication topics, feel free to reach out to us via the comment section or the email that is provided in the description. Thank you for watching.